Hey guys, this is Jeff on the Entrefied podcast tonight. If you're new to Entrefied, what we do is we interview guests on our show. We also have personal podcasts. We have business owners. We have success coaches that come on. We also have book authors that's on the show a lot. But we also have these personal podcasts where we break down certain tips and things that we think will add value to your life. Some of these things are personal, also professional, could be mindset, could be habits, could be a lot of different things, but we hope it adds value to your life. With that said, you can go to our website, entrefied.com. It's www.entrefied.com. You can join our free newsletter, read a lot of great articles on the website. Also go to facebook.com/entrefied. And you can watch our YouTube videos and also get podcast notes. And I would encourage you to get the podcast notes. They're free, and it gives you a written form of some great value. I really believe this, guys. I believe this information will help you be more successful basically in every area of your life. A lot of these things are based off successful people, things that they've went through. With that said, let's get right into it tonight. Stress has a way of sometimes just getting to us. And the key to it sometimes is how do you manage it? And sometimes that's taking action. It could be anything for you. You could be dreading just something small, or it could be something big. Sometimes it may be a lot of projects or things that you just need to do and get done. The key is action. Most all the time, it's taking action. And I'm going to go ahead and drop you another clue in regards to what that action is: massive action. Don't take just small action. Take massive action toward wiping it out. Sometimes you need to take during your off time. I don't know if it's at work for you or if it's personal or what it is, but sometimes until you get that stress managed, you need to just knock it out, get it taken care of. So take massive action. This is action step. When you notice fear and or stress, take massive action right away. So fear sometimes goes right along with this because we're afraid of what happens, right? We build up these scenarios in our head and we say, okay, well, what if this happens? Or what if that happens? And we what if ourselves all the time. If we would just go in there and just take the power away from the fear, sometimes the fear becomes a big line, right? The key is to take massive action, get knowledge, get action on it, do what's necessary, and turn it into a pussycat instead of a lion. Sometimes things get so big because we put them off or we think about them, and we make mountains out of molehills, as the saying goes. What are you afraid of? What do you need to conquer? See, that's the thing, is what do you need to do right now? What do you need to conquer right now of your stress to wipe this thing out? You have to have a strong vision for what you want, whether it is personal or business, or you'll quit. That's the next point I want to make. So guys, the vision is important, whatever it is. And we've talked about the stress, but now we're going to talk about for a minute your vision for what you're wanting. Could be personal. Could be, hey, you want to get a new house. I talked with somebody tonight. They was talking about a house that they had was going to get, and it was a goal for them. Maybe that's a goal for you. Maybe you already have a house. Whatever the case is, whatever you're wanting, whatever that vision is for you, maybe you want to be, able to retire, not have to work. I mean, you still work, but maybe you just want to get to the point where you don't have to. Maybe you just want to pay your kids college. I mean, whatever the vision is for you guys, it has to be a strong vision of something you really, really want, because in the end, we're going to be tested whether we really want it or not. Because you know why? Because we got to work hard to get it. I've heard this saying that, whatever is worth it is worth working for it. Well, I mean, sometimes that's true. But what I want you to understand sometimes is that vision has to be strong. You have to be clear as to what you really want. But here's the thing. You have to be flexible on how you get there. That sounds strange. But sometimes it's not exactly what we think. Sometimes there's something that pops up in the road that we think, hey, I want this. And, oh, well, something happens. Somebody gets laid off. Somebody quits. Somebody gets fired. Or, there's a health condition. There's something always that's going to be coming at you. If we just look at it as it's going to be a clear skies with rainbows and sunshine, We're not being realistic. So be flexible on how you get there. It may be something that instead of 2 years, it may take you 3 years, it may take you 5 years. But look at it like this: continual progress, action steps. Here's the next thing. When it looks like things is bleak for you, it looks like I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I don't know if I want to continue on. This is so hard. When it gets to that point, don't make the decision right now in an emotional state. Sleep on it. Sometimes you need to sleep on it for a month. I know this sounds strange to some of you out there. You think, well, you're either going to fish or cut bait, right? Sometimes things get hard and you have to work during that time without knowing exactly how it's going to come out on the other end. You may be going through the woods right now and you're hoping you're just going to find at least a dirt road. You seem to be in the woods with brush and everything else. You're not even wanting it paved. You just want a road. You may be just trying to make it through the woods because it seems like every time you go through a tunnel, there's another train. You ever heard the light at the end of the tunnel? Sometimes it's another train at the end of the tunnel. You're looking for that light and it's the train. Well, here's the thing. You keep meeting trains and eventually one of them is going to be a light, right? Well, you keep on pushing. You keep on pushing. But what do you do when you've lost your way in regards to, I don't know as I can make this anymore? What do you do? Well, the thing of it is, you don't make quick decisions in an emotional state. Most all the decisions we make, whether we realize it or not, in a lot of cases, are emotional. People want to say they're logical. The thing of it is we try to be logical, but a lot of emotions sneak in. And we start seeing things worse than what they are. And here's the thing, you won't even know that a lot of times. You won't even think, well, I'm being logical right now. I'm being logical. No, you're probably being emotional. So take a little time, do a little research. And if you don't feel like doing research, don't. Just don't make any quick decisions. Take you some time, sleep on it. Maybe sleep on it a week, and then the answer will come. The answer will come if you keep working and you keep thinking about it. Because if you're that much invested into it, whether you want to think about it or not, you're going to think about it. If you're in business or in your personal life or whatever it is, sometimes when you don't have the answers and you've tried and you've done the best that you can do, sometimes you have to stand where you're at, keep working, and just don't make any decisions right now. Just keep working until things become a little clearer. Behind those dark clouds sometimes is the sunshine. It ain't going to rain all day, every day for the rest of your life. It's just one of those things. We go through stages. We go through changes. And it's a part of the process, guys. I hate that. I hate that sometimes when I think about that, adapting. And you need that feedback. And sometimes that hard times will make diamonds, and make that pressure makes diamonds, right? The key is mostly to never stop adapting. And when you run into this, if you're watching the video right now, I'm highlighting this, but I'm going to read it to you here. The key is mostly to never stop adapting. And when you run into that wall, sleep on it a while. Well, I didn't read that exactly right. Sleep on it for a while and then wait, and something will happen. It always does. When you start getting closer to obtaining a goal, you'll be tested to see if you want it bad enough. I don't know why that is. Sometimes that aggravates me. But you'll be tested. You think, well, I thought this was going to be easy. No, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep making forward progress. It might be little. You might have went to, I was making big progress. Now I'm just trying to keep going. Sometimes that's the way it is. Pride might even show up and say, well, it shouldn't be this hard. I'm just going to quit. Maybe I should just quit. Maybe your emotions talking. Keep doing what you need to do. And here's the thing. If you're struggling with something, how can you make it better? Sometimes we look at those situations, we want certain things in our life. We want maybe the vacation homes, or maybe we want to retire. Maybe we want to just do whatever we want to do whenever we want to do it. And we want to have plenty of money for our kids, and we just want everything perfect. but sometimes you have to deal with the nasty now. And that nasty now is just getting through the day. What would make your day better right now? And that's it. When you're going through those things, take you a break and breathe. And then ask yourself, what can, not just tomorrow, forget tomorrow for a minute. What do I need to do right now to get me back on track? What would make my day better right now? Not thinking about a week from now or years from now. What would make it better right now to help me get through? Sometimes that's what we need to do. And other times we need to think long term. You have to be nimble. You have to adapt to the situation. Change takes time. And when you're passionate and you have feelings involved, it's going to hurt bad. It's going to hurt bad sometimes because we're already emotional about it. Adapt by using the feedback, plan and take action. And this process may be 100 times you have to do this. You may be looking, okay, I'm planned. I got my feedback. Now what I do? Okay, I see how I can change. I'm going to plan. I'm going to take action. I'm getting feedback. And it's the process over and over and over and over and over and over. It's just part of life. Keep your eyes open and learn. You may see some other goal you want better. But don't be talked out of your dream just because of sporadic feelings. One time just a feeling comes up, I just don't think I can make it. I don't know why I ever felt like I could. You know why? Because there's always a possibility. Stop just thinking negative one moment is going to change the rest of your life. Just look at it as, hey, I'm going to sleep on it. I don't know. Maybe it is over in certain aspects, but you know what? I'm not going to make no rash decisions right now. You get your feelings hurt, we start getting emotional. We all want things fast, but sometimes things grow gradually. And that's just life. Keep putting in the work. Guys, I hope you've got something from this today. Go to entrefied.com and you can see a lot of our posts. But I would encourage you to go to facebook.com/entrefied, and that is spelled ENTREFIED.com. You can get our podcast notes. Believe me, get the podcast notes. You're going to get not just one, but a lot of podcast notes. And these are things I really believe is going to benefit your life. Guys, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.